Hey everyone, it's Jody here, your Wednesday host for FTRealM, and welcome back to my kitchen. It's really windy outside and cold, and so I don't want to try and combat the weather today in making this video. And so hopefully it's going to be short, sweet, to the point. If not, I apologize, but that's my plan. So I'm going to jump into this week's topic, which is understanding and accepting how others transition. And thankfully, I've had lots of different types of people in my life just throughout my entire life, and understanding their perspectives has always been really important to me, and having people understand my perspective has always been really important to me as well. And so I've taken that empathetic approach to my transition and to other people's transitions. When I first started looking into the trans community and understanding that, and deciding if transitioning was right for me, I met so many different types of individuals, and they all had various reasons on why they were transitioning in the particular way, and their stories were amazing, and they made sense. Once I learned what their reasons, a little bit of their reasons behind it, I didn't obviously know the full story. You know, we were still pretty much strangers, but there was a little bit of knowledge there that I did gain, and so I have met people that wanted to take hormones, but they weren't interested in having surgery. I was known people that were interested in surgeries and never wanting to take hormones. And then some people that just wanted to be legally recognized as male, such as getting like their driver's license changed, their name changed, their birth certificate possibly changed later in the future if they decided to meet certain requirements that they had to within their state, such as like getting a hysterectomy. But for the most part, it really depends on where that person's at in their life and their comfortability in them and how comfortable they are, their comfortability with themselves and what they want and see for their future. And that is really huge. And so I've never been one to think that there's a right way or a wrong way to transition due to these prior experiences with me being preteen and trying to understand an array of people within a community. And so I've taken that and applied that to my own life. Like, we all kind of are all on this spectrum, and I don't think that, you know, we belong into these inherent categories that we think that we exist in. I think that everything is managed on a spectrum. Like, we're all within a certain spectrum, and where we are at in a particular point in time is how we present ourselves and how we identify, etc. And that doesn't change with anyone's transition. And so I try to bear that in mind, that we all want different things and we all want similar things. And how we go about that is going to change over time. Maybe somebody doesn't want hormones right away. Maybe surgery is more important to them. We prioritize certain things of importance and we act accordingly. And I think that's also something that we need to be mindful of as well. So I think that understanding and accepting is that we have to keep in mind that everyone's human. Everyone has different things that they want in their life and want out of their life. And it could change over time or it may not. But it all depends on the individual person. And no one person, just as no one transition, is alike. And how we transition is neither right or wrong, because it depends on the individual themselves that is living that life. And that's what we need to also keep in mind. Also, that's what I've had to keep in mind. And so that's kind of how I've managed understanding and accepting other people's transition goals, or their transition just in general. If they don't really have any goals in mind, they just want to do certain things like freely and just do it as they come. And that's okay too. Little unorthodox for most people, but it works out. And as I said, each person is different, and that's what we need to keep in mind. So hopefully this kind of gives you a little bit of how I've gone through understanding people's and accepting people's transitions, as well as my own, and having people understand and accept my transition as it has unfolded out in front of me. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave me a message down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, I will see you guys next Wednesday. Peace.